coming in from the other side. So great job distracting, incredible job distracting all these medics and marines, and coming from the other side with those scourges and leaving no chance to the science vessels, taking down so many science vessels. And now finally, incredible job, defensive metrics, and dropping right here. As I expected, there would be drops in this map simply because of this very close positions. And now it seems that Savior is the one that is in trouble, simply because he does not have the forces to reinforce this. He has something at the 10 o'clock position, and I don't see that Nidus Canal, anything coming out of the Nidus Canal. I don't see anything coming, and he's able to take down the tech buildings, and this is going to hurt so much, especially if stuff like the Defiler Mound goes down, and if also the Queen's Net is going to be brought down. This is going to be horrible looking for Savior. Finally, now he manages to bring in a Defiler to cast a Dark Sword, and Flash is not pulling his units from underneath it, and now finally a couple of Zerglings will deal with the medics and marines. But definitely quite a strong position of Flash right now in the game, especially since he was able to take down some very, very important tech buildings of Saber, and he will be able to delay Savior from reinforcing his army with kind of more important units. Also has Ultralisk Caverns. I just saw those Ultralisks coming out. But Flash is looking quite strongly, I must say, in this game with his army. And unfortunately, he did lose a lot at the 10 o'clock position where he got caught, and a lot of signs as well. He could have had so many more right now. So that's kind of unfortunate from him. In the meantime, dropping now Marines and a medic at that the top left position, and it seems that he will be able to destroy it. So good job with drops, and maybe this would have been something that he missed in the last set. Definitely something that could have been so much useful, and not leaving those Scourges any chance to take down the dropship. Again, irradiate on the oh my god, sorry, I kind of have a mental blockade on the oh my god, the Defiler, sorry, I don't know what I had, I just didn't find the word in my head, whatever. So, managing to get a couple of Dark Swarms, but unfortunately they weren't so effective because he didn't have a lot of Zerglings underneath it or anything else to attack the troops. Most of his army is kind of at the 10 o'clock position seemingly, and not really in his main, as you also were able to see when that drop came from Flash. And medics healing each other. They gotta get out of there, because otherwise they're also going to die. So also not falling very behind in economy, something that also saw in the last set, that Flash was pretty far behind in economy. Now he's putting down his 4th expansion, so this is also economically speaking not looking very bad for him whatsoever. So I'm actually giving Flash the better chances at the moment. Also, he's doing a great job to irradiate all these ultras, and as said in the last set, he lost so many science vessels simply because of great use of the Scourges from Savior. And now he finally came with the Scourges, but attacked 2 different science vessels, meaning that he didn't bring any of them down yet. He did inflict some damage on some, and finally kind of a stronger air force there with all those Scourges. And Flash cannot afford to send the science vessels too far ahead, because otherwise he might get caught, and this could be a mistake. He's sending the science vessel exactly towards the position of the Scourges, and the Scourges are coming in and irradiating the Scourges. Oh my god, this was such a great move, brilliant move, irradiating the Scourges and taking all of them down. Great stuff from Flash, because otherwise he would have been in so much trouble with the science vessels. And now I think he really I think this was really a little bit too much from Flash. He shouldn't have gone this far with the science vessels. He does now have kind of scouting information, but that far I don't think that was worth it at the cost of the 3 science vessels that he lost from those Scourges. And now it seems that another drop is coming. He probably just wanted to go in all the way the science vessel to check exactly what Savior had also as far as lurkers are concerned, and now he's dropping again the main, and he's now concentrating on the Greater Spire, and really it's going to be a horrible situation if Savior is losing the Greater Spire. He is losing the Greater Spire. He needs to bring through the Nidus Canals his forces. He's going for a counterattack at the top left position actually right now, but he's looking very, very poor right now in his main. he's losing so many buildings, and even though I don't think he's actually going to be able to take down the command center. He's probably going to be lifted any second now by Flash, and indeed it was lifted, and you can see it's being repaired at the moment. And concentrating didn't manage to take down the Greater Spire because through the Nidus Canal those reinforcements came in the nick of time. But you can see this red line that is moving towards Savior's base, and these are science vessels that are really irradiating everything in their path. Unfortunately, again, no Scourges, so kind of poor Scourge game in this one from Savior. He could have done a lot more damage to the fleet of science vessels of Flash than he did, and he really will be regretting this, I think, in the end. And now coming in with another drop towards the main. It's already weakened as it is, and great. Oh, it could be, and unfortunately, no, he did not manage. He did manage to drop a couple of units, did not manage to drop everything, and so it did anticipate this drop coming. This was good from Savior. This was definitely a good move from him, and he actually seems to be attacking right now this group of medics and marines that kind of got caught here. And I think, yeah, indeed, attacking the 3 o'clock position also, where so kind of overexpanded. In this game, you kind of have to say that the Zerg is a little bit overexpanded, simply because you can see Flash is able to harass Savior all over the place, and unlike the last set where Savior was so strongly defended all over the place, now he doesn't not seem to have the possibility to do that. He's not as strong all over the place, and so he's losing expansion after expansion. It seems that Flash might be going for the 10 o'clock expansion right now, and also with drops to the main, he's doing great damage to all the tech building that Savior has over there, and coming in again with the science vessels, and as said, too little damage with the Scourges to the science vessels in this match from Savior, and also only 1 plague on the science vessels so far, whilst in this last game we saw so many, and attacking there with that 1 Scourge, but it was not enough, massing all these science vessels. And at the moment, this is kind of an unfair fight, but the Ultralisk will be taken down by SCVs, believe it or not, but I think it has too little life. You can see it's almost dead. And I think, it's actually not getting taken out. I think if these SCVs would attack it, they would maybe be able to bring it down. Unfortunately, they did not at all attack in the same time, and so that position, this command center will have to be lifted by Flash. Otherwise, it's going to be brought down by the Ultralisk. And now another encounter in the middle of the map. And a drop there with a dropship from Flash came to reinforce that position and to defeat this Ultralisk. Actually, the Ultralisk is still pounding at the command center. It's been attacking this for so long, and Flash did not notice. This was a little bit poor from Flash, but he's actually forced to micro all over the place, and this is really difficult, especially in this stage of the game where the troops are all over the place. These players really have to have great APM to be able to deal with everything that they have to deal with, and indeed, at the moment, it seems that a very strong fleet of science vessels and absolutely no Scourges on the Savior's side, and this is very poor from him. Science vessels are able to simply maneuver wherever they want, get the scouting information, know exactly what Savior is doing, and no Scourges there to wait for them. This is very poor by Savior, very poor, I must